Welcome to Cellular Science for Everyone. My name is Roger, I'm a scientist living in Montreal, and at least once a week we try to talk about science that may interest you. Hi, we're going to talk again about scientific news, and specifically I'm going to talk about shark antibodies fighting COVID. Well, if you go to the CBC website, the Boston Globe, or even you just type shark antibodies COVID at Google, you will see that there are many news the last weeks regarding how these antibodies can help to fight the current pandemic. Well, that's true, but the hype that is being generated on the news is not justified, and I'm going to explain why. Well, antibodies are proteins that help us fight viral infection, bacterial infection, and other immunological problems. The antibodies that our body produces are really big proteins. The antibodies of Lama or the antibodies of shark are still big antibodies. But the difference is that while our antibodies are really complex, so if we want to produce small fragments of these that are easy to produce or cheaper, it's difficult for our own antibodies. For the antibodies of sharks and llamas is really easy, and we can produce small antibodies that are super cheap and they are really good to fight infections. So, which are the advantages of these antibodies from shark? Well, the advantages of these antibodies from shark compared to the antibodies that other nanobodies that are currently being used for SARS-CoV-2 are not many. I mean, the shark antibodies, the biggest advantage is that are stable at lower temperatures. Because sharks live on the ocean, these antibodies are more stable at temperatures that are not physiological for us, okay? But compared to other antibodies on the market, well, compared to the other nanobodies, so really small proteins that we obtain from the animal called Lama, there are not many advantages. And in fact, there have been many studies in which they use these nanobodies, these proteins obtained from Lama, this cute animal, that show really interesting results. I'm going to show you just a couple of them. So these proteins, when they are producing an aerosol and inhaled by hamsters, these hamsters are protected against infection. This is one of the papers I'm showing you in the screen. Really an amazing result. These antibodies, they have the same size as the shark antibodies that you can hear on the news. They are going to do the same work, and it's not a big difference. And why I'm saying this? Well, I'm saying this because sharks are an endangered species, and we should be careful of what we promote and how we inform society. Because, for example, sharks in Southeast Asia are hunted and their fins are sold for some strange purposes. Please, I think it's really important when we scientists communicate our discoveries, we have to keep in mind that we're going to talk to people that are not scientists. So we have to be clear, specific, and down to earth. It's really cool. Antibodies against shark can be useful against COVID, against the flu, and against many other infections the same way that the other antibodies are used. They have some advantages again, but the hype that you can see on the news, I think it's difficult to justify. I hope that this video helps you to put into perspective this news. If you like our videos, please like and subscribe, share, and as always, you are welcome to leave a comment down below.